The energy on the album is phenomenal.
Thank you.
What record should we get to next?
Yeah, I like that.
What's this about?
I like that, man. I couldn't even believe I talked about it, but it's an experience about me, but not really about me. It's about when women, in particular, Black women, decide that we want to cut our relaxers off and we want to have, you know, our natural hair and embrace us. What that feels like to go through those stages of when your afro is like a baby afro and then it's like going through the big stages. And sometimes you may not always be cute to people. I mean, there are some guys, and the experience that I talked about on the song was, I remember when I was in high school in my math class, third row, because my mama couldn't afford new J's, polos, thrift stores. I remember when you laughed when I cut my perm off and you rated me a 6. But even back then, with the tears in my eyes, I always knew I was the shit. So that was an experience about just not feeling pretty, you know, not feeling pretty when I was just trying to embrace my authenticity. But through it all, knowing I'm going to do some shit. And he probably going to come back around and be like, damn, you know.
Did he come back around? Did he come back around?
No, I don't even know. You know, I don't know where, you know, where he is. But those were moments that I went through, you know. I wanted to do that song because I know that I'm not the only girl who has felt like that, who's gone through that.
Would you say that those experiences helped you?
Oh, yeah. I've heard aunts and uncles that I know love me and care about me. I've heard them say certain things. You know, I'm also a queer Black woman. Mm-hmm. So when you hear your cousins or your aunt saying all gay people are going to hell, you grow up thinking like, am I going to go to hell? You know, that was something that I had to deal with on this album. And I had to really figure out how I was going to even communicate with my family that I love and I care about, and I know they love and care about me. And how would they think of me after this album? But what I had to do was I had to make sure I was choosing freedom over fear. Mm-hmm. And freedom is not always free. And when you grow up feeling like your existence and, you know, who you are naturally is wrong, it can be a terrifying thing. I'm scared. I'm very scared about this album.
Really?
Yes, I am deeply scared.
You're going to be free after the album. That's when you get free. You about to get free.
I'm ready.
Because, you know, you face that fear head on. You face that fear head on. That's when you get free.
Yeah, but I feel very supported. I have very loving parents, and I'm thankful for them. But I hope that people, you know, especially women and queer women all around the world, I hope they feel seen. I hope they feel heard. I hope they feel not so alone. I hope they feel the love, you know, that was put into this project, because this is for them. This is for all the dirty computers around the world.
Talk to me about linking up with Grimes.
Oh, man, that's my homegirl. Like, I love Grimes. I was on her last album, Art Angels, and she's just so dope. Like, she's a producer, music producer. She directed her visuals. She directed the visual that I was in. I was on the song Venus Fly, and I played her, I took her to the studio, I played her, you know, all the songs on the project, and I didn't tell her which one I wanted her to get on. I let her pick, but I knew which one she was going to pick. And when I played Pink, after we got finished, I said, so which one, you know, would you want to be on? She was like, Pink. And so she laid her part. When we were in the studio, she did these sick ass harmonies, and she just has a unique voice and perspective. And this song is just an empowerment song. It's inclusive. Like, even if, you know...
Oh, I felt included. I felt included. I was in.
Even if you don't have a vagina. If you weren't born with a vagina. If you
I'm just a vagina fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here for the fandom.
See? But no, it's about...
I can't fan out.
Everybody's invited.
Did not know that Zoe Kravitz was trying to do vocals.
What? Are you... Wait a
minute. I missed the whole thing.
Oh, you missed... She has a band.
Missed it all. Put me on.
Goodness.
I missed
Lola Wolf. And then before that, she was in... she had a band called Elevator Fight. So yes, Zoe, I call her my birthday twin. We share a birthday, December 1st. So we kind of bonded over that. And I'm such a fan of Lola Wolf and just, you know, Zoe, like myself, we, the whole box label thing, like we're
her dad went movies. Through that. Her mom went through that, so she gets it.
So we always have conversations about that. And just being able to redefine what it means to be young, Black, free, and wild in America. You know, I just think she is an inspiration for me when it comes to that. And I'm honored to have her on it. Screwed. We talked to them at the Met Gala maybe like 4 years ago, and we emailed each other and we said, okay, let's do some let's do something. Whoever has the first idea, hit the other one up. And when I wrote Screwed maybe 4 years later, I responded to her email for the first time, and I was like, I think I got it. And so she said, come to my place in Brooklyn. I played it for her, and she was like, I love it. Let's do it.
You have a record called Stevie's Dream. Is that Stevie Wonder Dream?
Yes.
What made
Stevie
you
Wonder?
Are you you have a relationship with Stevie Wonder?
I do. Yeah.
That must be incredible. He's such an incredible person, right?
Oh my
Giving,
goodness.
warm, wonderful.
You already know he's a loving person, and he's lived through a lot. And he asked me to record him. I had given him an award, an ASCAP award, and we went to his house after for dinner. And he was just talking to me, and we were talking about the news, and we were talking about this administration, and we were just talking about the marches and all of this. And this is a man who was responsible for getting Dr. King to have a national holiday. And I wanted to just talk to him about how he felt this new movement of protesting and like people being out on the front lines. What are the things we need to look out for? What was it like to lose your heroes, to lose your friends, to lose Martin Luther King Jr., to lose Kennedy, to lose Malcolm X? Like, what was it like during this time? And he was talking about, you know, these times that we're in, and he said something, and I recorded it because he asked me to. He said, and I'm probably gonna get it wrong. I won't say it the right way. He said, "Don't let your words, your expressions of anger, get in the way of communicating. Use expressions of love. Let that be the lasting interaction, the last interaction that you have, human to human. So don't let your anger get in the way of you using words and expressions of love. Don't let that get in the way."
Let's get to I Got the Juice. My man Pharrell Williams is on the album, which is like, he took it, yo.
NERD are my musical heroes. Pharrell, musical hero.
Yeah.
Like, hands down, made me validated every feeling that I've felt, just in terms of like how I wanted to express myself, their love for Stevie Wonder, for chord changes, just songwriting, and just, again, redefining what it means to be Black and making art. And I'm forever grateful to him when I did Juice immediately, because we've been trying to figure out, well, how are we going to work together? We've always wanted to work together. And we worked together on the Hidden Figure soundtrack. And he was one of the producers of the film. So I got a chance to spend a lot of time with him in Atlanta when I was shooting. And when I played this song for him, he was like, this is out of here, you know. And to hear those words from somebody like Pharrell, it means the world to me, because NERD, man, I remember getting fired from Office Depot because I wanted to be an artist. I had 3 fans who would come and watch me sing, and I didn't know if it was gonna work. I mean, I was told, you know, I dressed different, my hair was different, like I just, how I was trying to present myself was not marketable enough, you know, for the mainstream world. I just didn't know if I was gonna have a real career. I knew that I wanted to do music. I knew that I had, you know, a purpose with music and creating, but I just didn't know if I was going to be able to make some money off of it. I remember listening to Fly or Die in my car over and over again in my Mitsubishi Galant, where I sold my CDs right outside of my boarding house that I lived with 6 other girls. I didn't have shit in my name. And that album got me through. Like, it got me through. And then I saw them in concert, and I told Pharrell, he don't even remember this. We talked about it. I was like, I'm going to see you again. I was like, well, you know, we're going to work together. And I think I gave him my EP.
Wow.
Yep. So I'm just, full circle, I'm just honored to have him a part of Dirty Computer.
Make no mistake, Janelle Monáe is not out here just willy-nilly. She's honing her craft always, her musicianship, her writing ability, her performance ability, working hard. So it's not like you just was out here just dreaming. You've been out here working.
Oh, I've been out here And the funny thing is, it feels like I'm just getting started. People, for the first time, people are really getting an understanding of who I am and the many sides of me, you know, as a half android human. There's more to the story, and it just feels all new and all fresh. It's exciting.